well known. If you follow my channel, you guys know this scooter has been pretty amazing so far for me. Going up hills, doing grocery shopping, stuff like that. I just wanted to go over a few things that I upgraded on this thing, and a few downgrades, like pros and cons kind of scenario, but not like a full in-depth pros and cons kind of scenario. First off, when I upgraded, the harness for a speaker, so if I go on rides I can listen to music. When you get this scooter, it does come with a bag, so you don't have to worry about buying like an extra bag. But this thing actually holds like my electric pump and everything that I like to carry with me just in case tires are low on air. A couple things I upgraded on here. Of course, I never went over with anybody before my channel. I you know, spoke about it, but I never showed it or anything like that. But this is the camera. I put a rear view camera on here so that way I can see behind me as I'm riding. And I wired it through the actual stem itself, all the way through the deck. And here's the camera right here. And it actually does a really good job. The other thing you probably noticed was this right here. These are turn signals. So I got one in the front and I got one right here in the back. So when I use this little remote here, I can do the turn signals. And they indicate for anybody that's behind me, and they're pretty good. The only thing I don't think that's a good concept is that it doesn't, when it folds, it doesn't latch on anything, so it's moving around. And I don't know if the camera can pick this up, but I got a big gouge here from when it was folded in my vehicle. And I drive a Chevy Spark, so this thing does fit in a small like toy car almost. But it scratched the heck out of my screen. Not only once, but twice. First time I went out to Plano, and then that was a previous video I did. And then of course I went out to another location that I really want to take you guys on, because that place is like 40 miles. There's two trails over there that are 40 miles apiece, and I really liked the one I went on. And I really want to take you guys out there. But like I said, this is going to be just a quick video of things that I've upgraded. You know, camera, front and back turn signals, harness for a speaker, the LBW monitor, and then this thing actually doubles as not just a camera. That's why I love it so much, is you can actually change it to CarPlay or Android Auto. That way you can use maps, which I do use this quite a bit on my trips if I'm needing to get somewhere. The only thing I don't like about it, it doesn't matter if it's Android or Apple, when you're trying to do a bike route, it relays it back into a car version. So a car route. So you can't use a bike route with this thing, which is a disappointment. You have to literally get a little mount for your phone and use your phone for if you want to do an actual legit bike route, unfortunately. And then it also has this panel here that I really like, where it uses the GPS that it locks onto on the satellite, so that way it gives you an accurate reading of your speedometer and your miles per hour, tire pressure as well. And apparently mine's a little high right now. And yeah, that's pretty much it on my upgrades. I did upgrade my tires from road to hybrid tires right here in the front. These were really pain. I did the back one at first, and I was kind of going for that hybrid, right? The back one I did with the Nami tires, where it was just straight up off-roading, but it kept conflicting and hitting on the suspension back here. Every time you hit a bump, you'd hear it, and I was really worried that if it hit so hard at one point and it latched on and it wouldn't let go, it could easily rip up my tire if I'm going high speeds. And I mean high speeds as in between 22 and 35 miles an hour kind of scenario. And it's not real high speeds, but you know, fast enough, right? And then had the road tire in the front for a while. I love that concept. It was really good, where the back tire gets the most grip and the road tire gives me the freedom to, you know, do navigation really well, fluent riding in the road. And then I got tired of that sound bumping up in there, so I bought the hybrid tires. I only put the back one on, and let me tell you, trying to seat these things is not very easy, I would say, and even more so than normal, I would say, because I've seen a lot of videos out there where they're struggling with it. I actually had to get bead sealant in order to put it between the rim and the tire, so that way when I clamped it on with the rope and I twisted it in order to get it to seat right, I actually had to buy a air compressor as well, not a air pump, but a real air compressor, and then put a lot of air in there. That way it seats really quickly, and I could put enough air in there to where it seats overnight. And I did the same thing to the front. I will say the front was easier to get the tire away from the scooter than the back was, because it only gives you so much slack because you can't detach the motors. And I'm so glad that what looks like, if you own this scooter or you know of it, or you've seen a change of, someone changed the tire of a Yume scooter Raptor. What looks like, if I can get a good zoom in, it looks like there's zip ties here, but they're not really zip ties. They are little clamps with screws in them that hold the motor wire in here. So if you cut it, you pretty much are gonna have a dangling wire because you can't get back in there. So definitely be careful that I almost made the mistake of cutting it on the back. And I'm like, you know what? I just kept fighting it, and I was like, you know what? If I get tired of it, I'm gonna cut it. But I was really close on cutting because I couldn't get that back tire on very well, and I was needing more slack. And then eventually I got a breakthrough, got it on, didn't cut it. And then I was going to do the same thing to this one, and then I started looking closer because I was able to see a lot better because of the open rim, a little bit more of an open rim. And then I saw, oh, those have screws in them. So don't make the mistake of cutting it. But I do hope you guys like this video. Like I said, this is going to be a short video though. Just to give a quick update of all the upgrades. I really enjoy this scooter. I'm about to record me going on a ride here pretty soon. I decided to ride all the way out here to the park area, because there's hardly anybody around, and I'm not used to recording in public, or at least speaking and recording in public. So I'm kind of a little shy. Apologize. But I'll get over that eventually, because I want to make sure I do these videos right for you guys. And in the future, I shall see you guys whenever I make another video, and I'm going to try to get that big trail that I really want to show you guys. I think it's breathtaking on the environment, breathtaking on the scenery for that matter. It's kind of like what reminds you of a river. It's very big, like almost a 100-foot ravine or creek, whatever you want to call it, but it looks like a river. It really does. There's even massive bridges that go over there in Fort Worth. So I'm just like, I gotta get shots of that when I get out there next. But I guess we'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you guys for watching.